Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Rule the Waves as Italy, episode number 39. This is a post-recording audio dub-over because my audio was on mute while I recorded the first 15 minutes. 15 minutes and 30 seconds of recording audio. I have to keep this number in mind because, anyway, this is when I have to stop and let the real me, the in-game me, take over. Okay, so the first thing I'm looking at is we have this situation where I want to move ships back and forth between the Mediterranean and Indian Ocean, and although okay, we're blockaded, I'm pointing out, but I want to move it through the canal, and I'm wondering if you cannot move things through the canal if you're blockaded, because our relationship, according to, I think it's Drunk Sailors notes, you can move through the canals like Panama or Suez if you have tensions less than 7. We're also improving the base in Eritrea, Ethiopia area. I'm going to continue to do that, but so this is just a minor issue. We can't really deploy our fleet the way I want. And right now we're blockaded. So it's important to, well, okay, let's take a look at how many submarines we're building first. Wish I had the sequitur, the logical order of things going on here, but just do my best to kind of piece together what I was thinking. Just want to see, so we have 35 ready and we have 30 that are being built. So the question is, should we build some more? And the answer is yes. I mean, I do have this monthly balance of 4 million, and I don't know how many. I'll probably do another 20 because that'll take us down basically to a neutral budget. And we can't really win the war with both people being blockaded. So we'll hope that the submarines, we can use those to, take back the unrest game, the unrest competition. So if our submarines do a lot more damage to them, hopefully it can cause them to capitulate a little faster. And this is, again, I'm just pointing out, I think, that we have a fair number of ships, but we're not able to really move from the Mediterranean to the Indian Ocean, which means that we are blockaded right now. Now, if I can move those ships back quickly, and let's actually just take a look at how many ships France has, because wow, we are just about at parity with them. Okay, tonnage-wise, we're getting massacred. Holy cow. So 7 ships at almost 208,000. That means that these ships are about 40,000 tons each, and all of them are built, which is very scary. You can see that my 6 ships are only averaging around 180,000, which means we're averaging about 30,000. So this is a pretty big difference. A substantial difference. But nonetheless, the numbers themselves, like 6 once we finish one more, 5 to 7 is not bad. And you know what? We can actually take a look at the ships that France has built themselves. We do see that they're all around 39,000, one at 46,000. Oh my gosh. And that is a great endgame ship. High belt, 26 knots, damn fast, 12 16-inch guns. It had that one middle one, which I'm a little confused by, but anyway. So we need to do our best to overcome the blockade, probably by just fighting a few fleet fights and getting, maybe, not getting lucky, but doing our best to pull ahead so they can't blockade us. Okay, so 4 to 7, that's a good number. So we killed some. I think I'll decline this because I don't have. I thought about accepting, but I don't have the ships out right now. We have the Cibo Glorioso, the Nike, the Tiber. These are all currently in dry dock. They're in dock for repairs. I don't know if they're in dry dock. That's probably not true at all. Yeah, I'm just showing here the Fulmine is also out. I forgot about that. Indian Ocean is where our Duca is. Wait, no, is the Duca? No, the Duca is fine, but the Barca, probably Barca. Some things in Italian, like Cecilia. There's some which you pronounce with the soft C, but I don't think Barca is one of them. So anyways, we're just going to go ahead and decline this. We have another month. But in a cruiser battle, well, we have battle cruisers. And if we get a battle cruiser, and a cruiser engagement could be favorable for us. So here we go. Cruiser engagement, and there it is. The Rinascita, or Rinascita. I don't know how to say that. We could be up against... Oh, they do have... I was wondering why they have 2 battle cruisers. I guess they do have 2 Leo class remaining. I thought there was only 1 left, but we sank 2 last time, right? Let's take a look. I think I have to go to the sunk ships category. There it is. Yep, 2 Leo class battlecruisers. We sank both of those. So I guess they had 4 total battlecruisers. Well, we are pulling ahead because we sank 2 last time and they did not sink any. Thankfully, the Nike survived. Okay, so this will be... Well, the crew quality is -1. That's not fantastic, but okay. We spot them right away. Let's take everyone off AI control. We're going to take advantage of captain's mode. I've said this once. I'm going to say this often. I don't see myself ever going back from captain's mode because the control over torpedo launching and individual ships, it just removes a little bit of the tedium in battles. I really enjoy that. Like, I would love to play more historical and like have my flagship need to be in range of people in order to give them orders. That would be fun. But if only if the AI didn't do really kind of stupid things with the ships, you know, beyond what a normal ship captain would probably do. You just can't trust them to do sensible things. It's just a little bit of an AI thing, and it's difficult. Okay, so here we are in... Oh, I'm asking, why is this battle even taking place over here? If we're being blockaded, why would we even try to be over here? We're not raiding. This Rinascita is not a raider, so you would think that the waters would be more contested over close to where France and Italy border each other. But nonetheless, okay, we have an armored cruiser here. This could be a battle cruiser, but the fact that it's fleeing probably means it's not. So we will get our battle cruiser to give chase. Now, they're firing light guns at the Canilio. So let's... Yep, there it is. Lalande, can't see. It is a light cruiser. 29 knots, it's just about the same speed, if not faster than our battle cruiser, which means that if we just kind of follow it, pursue it, maybe our battle cruiser will get lucky and land some hits. So we'll just see what happens. They might not even be in range of me right now, so we'll just, you know, kind of parallel their course. And our light cruisers are a bit far away, but we'll do our best. Still firing, not hitting yet. Target is straddled, so we're close. And they're almost surely pulling back to a battlecruiser, right? Or battlecruiser group. Huh, so they almost hit us, but still not landing any of those shells. Wait a little bit longer. Might be due to the crew quality -1. Well, I mean, we're almost... We may not even get a chance to really engage these guys. They might just slip back to port before anything happens. Okay, finally. Oh, that's really good. So 2 good hits. I thought they would never come. Here they are. 2 9-inch hits. That's already could be like devastating. 15-inch guns. Quality 1, I mean, quality 1 doesn't make them do more damage. It just makes them penetrate better. But yeah, we no longer know. I'm trying to figure out if she's shooting at me or not. A phone call, which I cannot take. And it's a good question. Another hit. She was not shooting at us, I think. Oh, no, she was. Her turrets were pointed at us. So she has some really long range. Unless it's a graphical bug, she has some really long range 6-inch guns. You can see our 15-inch guns, we're at about, what, 60% of their max? Okay. And here we go. Unidentified ship fires 9 heavy guns. This is our battlecruiser. The question now is, do we just run away? Is this a bunch of battlecruisers? We could just take our victory, because we've done a little bit of damage to the light cruiser, and run away. We do have the wind side, however, so we could... Oh, well... We chased that Lalande for forever and weren't able to really do any hits. And then immediately this battlecruiser opens up and hits us from pretty long range right away. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, we'll have to do our best here. We're on the wind side. Do we get our destroyers to come in front? We can position for a torpedo strike. Okay, and now we've hit. That gives me a little bit more confidence. Oh my gosh, we are down 2 turrets. I did not notice this. My goodness. Okay, what's our rate of fire here? We're under fire, crew quality, deliberate fire. We out of ammo? No, it looks like we have plenty of ammunition left, so I don't know why we're deliberate fire. I don't know what the mechanics of deliberate fire are. I thought that that was when you were running out of ammunition. Okay, so this is the other Leo class, and wow, 10, 15-inch guns. It's the same as our Rinascita. She's also 10, 15-inch guns, but considering if you, it's in more turrets for the Leo class, which if you don't care about tonnage is better. You only lose one. You only lose 1/5 of your turrets if you are the Leo class and you lose a turret, whereas you could lose 3 guns at a time versus only 2 if you're the Rinascita like we are. Okay, let's look. I wanted to figure out here. I want them to go squad max. Oh, is it time to launch torpedoes? I'm wondering. Not yet. We want to get a few more hits. The Leo class herself is pretty darn fast, so it'll be hard to close. Okay, a pass-through hit. That's not fantastic. We're just going to stay on the course, though, and until we get either heavy damage done to us. I mean, at the same time, if I'm able to launch torpedoes, I will force the Leo to take evasive maneuvers, and that should give us an opportunity to do damage. And here comes their torpedo run. Okay, we're launching torpedoes at their destroyers. That's not good. Let's take that away. Okay, we were able to hit them though. That's good. Oh wow, we actually destroyed one of her turrets. Now she has 5, so we've only done 20% of the damage to her guns. To her guns, yeah. Okay, yeah, no more launching of torpedoes, and we actually took a hit. Let's see. Our light cruisers are lagging a bit behind. Now that's going to miss, I'm sure. How are our destroyers doing? Well, the Fucilieri is not doing so good. She's taking quite a few hits. We probably ought to detach her. Yeah, there's no solution, which makes sense. That's more appropriate than either seeing friendly ship in the way or seeing out of turret range or whatever it was, because we're almost parallel with their course. So no solution makes sense because they would have to be going too fast to catch up with her. We did take a little bit more damage, but it doesn't look too bad. With limited flooding, which is also good. These destroyers are already making their retreat. We don't have to worry about our destroyers getting hit by torpedoes, I believe. And this is actually probably our moment to make a run at the Leo. But let's pull off the Fucilieri first because she has taken a bit of damage. And let's just not, if we can avoid it, let's try to prevent any destroyers from being lost. I was a little cavalier. I just expend these destroyers like they're water. So it's not always good to do that. Ooh, very close passing between the 2 destroyers. And I do want my light cruisers to finish those off. So we are getting some more hits on this. But I destroyed a 2nd turret. That's very good. And it looks like her guns are firing not towards us. Okay, so in a long-range engagement, she has 4-inch deck. We have 4-inch deck. But we have better belt by, I guess, at least ½ an inch. And our turrets are like 3 inches heavier than hers. So in this sense, I feel like it's actually better for us to close range. Because we'll have better armor instead of just being on equal footing for armor. Although with the quality 1 guns, I don't think they have those. If they do, it's a wash. But if they don't, then wow, we've destroyed a 3rd turret. And again, those guns don't look like they're targeting me. Just the direction of them kind of looks like it's targeting the destroyers. Like they should be beyond 180 degrees, so slightly to the left, vertically down and to the left, they're targeting me. All right, we have who here? Fucilieri is gonna kind of join the fight. She's turning away. We've given her another hit, but yeah, I mean, we've done heavy damage to her. I want to keep the Rinascita on the course for as long as possible to prevent moving her, changing her firing solution. but probably we're going to have to head north and pursue. And we'll get our light cruisers, you know what, to actually head more northward to try to cut off any kind of retreat to Marseille of the Leo class. Yeah, she's definitely making a turn, so we're going to have to follow with the Rinascita soon, but we'll first lead up with our destroyers, who I think have done an okay job dealing with the enemy destroyers. Probably it's time to get going now. Now, I'm going to jump right back into the battle. At around this point, I realized that my mic was muted. So when that happens, I will cut away, and the real me will once again join. Is low worth it? Probably. Oh, I guess it is. Okay, good. So we've launched torpedoes. And probably here's where I come back in. Unmute this. Okay, so welcome back. I have been muted the whole time. I thought I muted my desktop audio, but I in fact muted my mic. That is horrible. Ah, God. Well, anyway, I've had to do at this point some post whatever commentary, but we're jumping back live, which means, God, the last episode, I'm now realizing, I'm going to have to edit out the sound. And I muted myself as well. Well, that's unfortunate. I got some post-processing, post-recording work to do. Anyway, what I was saying so far in this one, which I'm probably already going to have talked about, is it was like an engagement where we pitted our best against their best, I would say. I mean, the Rinascita has really terrible crew quality. I've probably mentioned that a few times. How long? 15 minutes I have to read audio. That's, well, not ideal. I'll tell you that much. But let's get these torpedoes launched. And let's launch again. Here it comes, really loud. Woof. Loud, loud. Anyway, let's get closer and launch again. Yeah, that looks good. Those two look on point. Yeah, I think that one's going to hit. It did. We have other launches going on. Let's pull our destroyers off. We don't want to lose any more destroyers, and we are running into a light cruiser here. Just pull back. We're going to have an easy time hitting the ship if she's dead stopped, so I just don't want to lose any more destroyers. So let's get these guys out of here. And the light cruisers, which we're going to chase down the destroyers, mainly what I need them to do is protect me from I mean, they were just going to chase down anything, but I need them to protect me from destroyers. Okay, you've reattached. Let's just go squad max. You can only go 27. You know what? I'm okay with that. Everyone form up. We're getting good hits on the she's probably sinking already. 28 knots. No. Every turret destroyed except for one, though. I mean, that's not a good sign if you're a battlecruiser. And we do want to kind of turn and corral these ships. Okay, hit by another torpedo. It's just got to be going down by now. 3 knots. There's the finishing blow. Let's start focusing on the Lalande class. If we can. If we can get lucky, we can sink that one as well. That's the only big threat to our light cruisers now, besides torpedoes. So we'll just do this. Still focusing on that ship, which I don't want us to do. Can we instead focus on this ship? Can I do manual targeting? Is that going to force her to do it? I don't know. Anyway, let's sink some of their destroyers. Strategic points, if nothing else. Hey, they are manually targeting. Oh, this is amazing. Captain's mode is... I mentioned this, I think it was probably cut off in the recording, but I mentioned this last episode that I probably won't ever go back from Captain's mode. It's just been so useful. And now that Lalande is probably a goner, we'll have our destroyers go help up here. We should sink all of those as well. I'm pretty sure this ship is going to go down. She's not dead yet, though, so let's take a little more time to hone in on her. There's 2 more 15-inch guns. You'd have to say that's some punishment, some real punishment for a light cruiser. Not the kind of punishment I'm sure they want to take. Really starting to rack up the hits on these light cruisers as well. I mean, these destroyers as well. God, that is a lot of hits. That's probably it. She's going down. Turn off manual targeting. And you know what? This is it. That's it for the Rinascita. Let's pull her back. Hopefully without taking any hits from mines or anything like that. Let the light ships finish this off. We've done it. We fought the good fight. I don't want that. Okay, good. That's better. You guys can come back in. It's just to finish off the job, so it should be fine. And you know what? I think we can even just go run. We have 1 destroyer to try to track down. There it is. Got it. Okay, so this was one of my best engagements to date just because, again, not losing any ships at all. And they lost, well, first of all, the battlecruiser, which is the key thing. But also the light cruiser and the 3 destroyers. Like, really, really, really good news for us. Hopefully that improves the crew quality of the Rinascita, because that is not great to see, that -1. Probably that did. So she'll be in for repairs. We do have... You just have to get repaired. So I think we'll do this retrofit now because she's obsolete anyway. And, God, it's hard to say what the best way of handling this. Bad guns. At least give him advanced director. I mean, good lord, what do we do with all this space? I think if we rebuild these turrets, which are going to be extremely expensive. Wait, no, not in Germany anymore. 999. So it's going to be extremely expensive. We can't even do it yet. But if we did this, and broadside to broadside, she'd still be a decent ship. We can now increase the turret armor to 11.5, which is not terrible, and increase this to 105. I mean, this is now starting to look like a better ship. Put these into turrets. That increases the cost too much. Actually, not even that much. Oh, we can take the secondaries down. Yeah, we want to do that anyway. We'll leave them at 2.5. Well, no, I'd rather just get better turrets. Can't change anything but the turrets, but at least we can get the turrets to be better. Put these into turrets now. Fantastic. Increase ammunition. Well, that is a very expensive 8 months at nearly 6 million to make this ship something which is actually worth keeping. And with all these changes, it is quite a good ship. Probably we don't even need this many, you know? What about 10 per side? I think that's going to be plenty. Although, honestly, we don't need to remove those. What's the point of removing them? We don't gain anything from it. Unless we wanted to try to get 13.5. And you know, 13 on this ship is just going to be good enough. It's just not going to be much of a fighter. I guess 3-inch deck means it can fight at range, in which case the turrets are important. Yeah, I mean, this is not meant to be a fighter. This is extremely expensive. I probably won't do it. Yeah, it's using coal engines. That's not terrible anyway. I don't really care. Let's save and then not build it yet. What? That's weird. You can actually go build it. Anyway, just stay there for a moment and we'll figure out how to... How many points are we at over that? 41. Actually, we have enough points, it says. So we should not have any stars issues. It's gone. What the heck? The ship was starred a moment ago, I swear. Maybe it was a bug or something left over. It shouldn't have been there. Anyways, let's advance a month. Good. Okay, they've sunk 3, 4 of ours. So I was really worried when I saw this. I was like, the Graf Spee? How? But this is the Barca. Or Barca. I would say Barca if it was Spanish, but I don't... Like in Italian, let's see. CE is Che. CI is Chi. But I think CA is hard. It's probably Barca. I don't know. Somebody will correct me, I'm sure. Everyone likes to correct. But yeah, this is not our dreadnought. And it doesn't count for victory points either, so it's good. It's just a loss of a German ship for it's just deleted from the game. So good job, Germans, for keeping them blockaded. You're not keeping them blockaded. Damn. I'm not gonna do enemy coastal raids. So does this mean they moved their fleet back? And if so, why do the Germans not have enough points to blockade them? This is frustrating. Well, we should at least have enough points here then. They moved their dreadnought down here. So they have more points. Yeah, well, if we have to go around Africa every time to get back to the Mediterranean, which is terrible, we really can't move those ships around. All right, the Sarnanos, I think it's time for these to be rebuilt as well. Months. We can't do it. Damn it. Okay. Okay, but there's only one more month for the really expensive upgrades, some of them. So we can do it. Yeah. So let's get those rebuilt. Okay, good. Nah, not very good. They added 10 victory points. Amazing, right? Amazing. Sarcasm. So we have the Barca, and she's in the Indian Ocean. We also have the Chibo Glorioso, who has not been retrofit yet. She needs to be retrofit. Now that she's out, we will. She's the one who started this war, right? It wasn't her who got torpedoed and had to spend 4 months? I already forget, but I think that's the case. Our Praetorians we've seen... Actually, we have not seen them in action really yet. They were there, they fired some guns, they took a few hits, but they haven't really been tested. Really battle tested. I'm just trying to decide if I should take this engagement. First of all, we have 4 battlecruisers in the area. Is that because... Yeah, the Fortuna and all the Nikes are available. Well, that's a good sign. Not that I really want our Nike to be in this battle, but... having all those battle cruisers, which are such an elite ship, I'm so happy with them right now. And I also got the notice that the Marcius Agrippa, he said I think Frosty said it was the only legacy ship left, but you know, there is one other, the Il Leone de Venezia. It says 1905, but the Regulus is definitely a legacy design as well. So those are both legacy ships. They're kind of keeping each other company. They should be in the Indian Ocean, to be fair. Maybe getting some points. But the fact that I have to go around West Africa, boy, that's something I dislike. Anyways, let's accept this battle and possibly get ourselves killed. Actually, 29 minutes into this video is not like a great time to be starting this. And again, the immediate sighting of the enemy, this doesn't look so bad. Visibility is not terrible. And we have the Fortuna in the ranks with the Nike and the Rinascita. How are you? Damn it. No. You're better. And you're normal. Okay, so whatever. The Nike obviously survived the huge engagement last time. So we have ships of all kinds of all different types of... see, this is weird. The Etruria is max speed of 20. Okay, that's not bad. Actually, the Chibo and the... I didn't notice. They're both there. And the Praetorian, for some reason... Now, this would make more sense if I could do order of battles. And I know I've said this, and everyone I've talked to agrees vehemently about this. Strongly agrees that you should be able to control your order of battles. This is something an admiral would definitely have access to. So we might just set this up and then have to pause and quit, unfortunately, since we're already pretty deep into this episode. I have to go back now and fix the audio for 2 videos, so I might have to just pause and do that now. Got to get all that editing. I'm not going to have editing when I'm on the go. So, good number of destroyers here. I'd like to see that. Visibility is reasonable. Well, I guess just get everyone up to squad max. See, that Fortuna cuts us down to 26 speed. We should have 28. Oh! And see, this is another thing which doesn't make sense. Why is the Tiber in her own group? She honestly should be the 3rd one here, and the Fortuna should be in her own group. But we've saved enough destroyers from our previous battles that it looks like we're in really good shape there. We're definitely going to be able to harass this. And this is probably the Scout light cruiser, so we don't want to get too excited. We'll start moving that way. And you know what? This is never... I don't really care about the Scout version, the Scout role. You can stay there, but you're not going to act as it. And the screen roll will also remove to get a few more destroyers on target. Okay, let's see what happens. Technically, the wind is coming out of the west, so we'd be better off heading south to keep the wind on our side. It's a moderate breeze too. Let's just do that. This is indeed just a light cruiser. I don't think we'll be able to hit it very easily. We usually do have some issues. Yeah, I mean, we were able to kill the light cruiser in the last engagement, right? But it did take a little bit of time. Let's get these destroyers in. You'll have to slow down a little bit so everyone can catch up. Okay, move west. Oh, sorry, east. This is the other scout ship, I believe. What will we be sailing into this time? It's a mystery. We don't know yet. The fact that they're turning to engage, it's all starting to make sense. Nighttime is falling. So we'll have to be a little bit careful with our ships, but we have destroyers, great destroyers at launching torpedoes, with captain's mode at least. So we'll start taking a defensive position, and... Wait, did we land a hit or something? Why did this... So it just magically slowed down, it looks like. After all of that, they land the first blow. I don't know why, but I do take a... the first blow means a lot to me. Our guns are not working, are they? So many ships around, you'd think that somebody would hit. And it's about to be nighttime. You might even question whether or not we should take this engagement at all. To which I answer, let's put a cut in here, a nice cliffhanger. I'll go clean up the audio. I'm not sure how I'll do that. God, it's so annoying. But that's fine. It's something I'll just go commentate on right now before I forget what happened. And then I'll see you back for the next episode where we'll continue this fleet battle. I'll make my decision whether to stay in the fight or not then. I feel like I'll probably just probe with my light cruisers and destroyers See if we can get a few kills. But they only have one battlecruiser. No, they have two battlecruisers, right? And we sank one, so they might only have one. Yeah, we're only hunting for one battlecruiser right now until the main fleet catches up. So there's no real point. We'll just lose destroyers and light cruisers for no real gain if we fish around too much. And they have enough destroyers that we should be concerned about being torpedoed ourselves. Still have 19. In fact, we have an even number of destroyers. And look at that. So anyways, I'm going to take this phone call and end this video here. So thanks for watching, and until the next episode, take care.